Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between TopDance and me here on Metalopolis. We have TopDance spawning as the blue Zerg player over at the 6 o'clock position of Metalopolis. Meanwhile, I am spawning over here as the red Terran player at the 2 or 3 o'clock position. It's kind of in between, so I'll go ahead and say 2.5 position. Now, Terran versus Zerg is a pretty interesting matchup, and I was thinking about different ways to counteract Tier 2. A lot of Zerg players really like to go Roaches, so Roaches are in fact very, very strong, so it is normally Zergling to Roaches, and this is going to be the strategy that TopDance is going. As a Terran player, you really have to be on the lookout if he's going to be going for Roaches or Banelings. That will tell you how much infantry you should be getting. Secondly, at Tier 2, the main tactics that players are usually going now are either Mutas or Hydralisks. Usually a combination of the both, with Roaches and Banelings early in the beginning to be able to do some scouting now. Right now we have this drone now going to be coming up this ramp. Taking a look at this front door, I really like how this front door works out, as I'm able to drop down that tech lab right in there and being able to seal off the front door without having to use an extra supply depot. Drone now trying to scuttle away or just hurry away, SCV doing some chasing, and I realized based upon where that drone is going that he would not lead me back to his base, so I go ahead and assume that this is actually where the spawning location of TopDance is. We have TopDance using that Zelnaga watchtower, or activating the drone in order to get that Zelnaga watchtower. Taking a look over here, we have a single spawning pool coming into play, and also getting a Vespian Geyser, so most likely not going to be a mass link strategy. Still running around with the single SCV. Drone now chasing me around. Zelnaga, or another drone once again, just activating this Zelnaga watchtower, trying to make sure that I don't try to come back around or come around the side and try to, trap him. I'd make a quick check to make sure that there is in fact no hatchery over here at the natural expansion as I come back to my base. Gonna go ahead and move this barracks off to this northern position and then get that supply, or get that tech lab as that final building there. I think I tried to build the tech lab into this position, but it didn't quite work. So I was forced to lift off my barracks, send in my SCV, and then drop in. So this is going to be my front door seal. And from here, I should be able to repair any of these supply depots, which are 350, and then that tech lab should also have pretty quick access. Taking a look over here, we have TopDance now trying to harvest from this high yield mineral line. He'll be trying to put down a hatchery in just a moment. Taking a look, as just probably waiting to get up to that 300 mineral point. Taking a look back over here, Roach were now being or morphed in by TopDance. TopDance also running out a couple Zerglings. Those two Zerglings going one for each of those Zelnaga watchtowers. Very, very nice, using only 50 minerals to capture 2 Zelnaga watchtowers and keep a good idea of what's going on around the map. I go ahead and move this SCV over here as I want to make sure that this Zelnaga watchtower is not, or I want to keep track of the Zelnaga watchtower. The Zelnaga watchtower will actually give me sight into both locations. Unfortunately for me, there was already a Zergling here, so I am going to lose this Zergling. So down goes that Zergling, or down goes that SCV, and I know that he still captured this Zelnaga watchtower. That gets me to be thinking later on, and I will go ahead and show you how that worked in a little bit. Now getting the barracks, now trying to get these Marauders up into play, as I know there's going to be a formidable amount of Roaches spreading across the map. Also, there is this hatchery already being built by TopDance, so TopDance getting a fairly early hatchery at this high yield minerals, wants to get a very, very strong economic advantage. Roach now moving over to the Zelnaga watchtower to try to capture it as well, and trying to make sure that he keeps that Zelnaga watchtower, so I am not unable to capture the Zelnaga watchtower and see this particular hatchery. Back over here, Marauders being built and Marines being built as well. Double tech lab in order to be able to build double Marauders if I in fact need to. I could have built a reactor core here as well. I don't know why I didn't build a reactor core now that I look back upon the game, as I think I only build Marines out of I'm only building Marines out of this one particular barracks, but perhaps I needed the minerals. Coming back, I am going to start building a factory, and a factory in order to get some siege tanks and some Thors. Taking a look over here, TopDance now running in with these Roaches, trying to make sure that he is in fact going to keep that economic advantage. Taking a look at the harvester count, I have 23 to his 15 though, so he is not really fully saturating this particular location, and I do a quick scan in this location, making sure that there is no hatchery down here, and to see if he is in fact going to lair. So he is in fact going to lair, so I have to concern myself about tier 2 Hydras and Mutalisks. Marauders now trying to fight back here. I am doing a little bit of a focus fire, trying to take down these units one at a time, able to win out on this fight as those Marauders and the Marines able to finish off this one particular battle. Hatchery now up and running. Drones going to start being produced in a moment in order to try to mine out from this high yield mineral location. I'm getting some additional Marauders and some Marines, and I'm building the tech lab onto my building, and I'm also getting an armory. Roach is now trying to come over here, trying to more fortify this position as drones are being produced. Marauders now moving out. As I move out, I do a scan to do a quick gut check. As I did see an early Zergling by the Xel'Naga watchtower, I was thinking, why would he ever put units there unless he was trying to really hold on to that one particular location? Roach is quickly getting taken down by that focus fire, so more Marauders now coming in, being able to focus fire these units down, trying to take them down one at a time. Down goes one Roach. Now pretty much 2 Roaches left, and that 1 Roach is all that is left. So I have an army of, what was that, 8, 2 Marauders and 6 Marines to try to take down this particular position. I'm going to start shooting, using those Marines as well, just try to take this down and perhaps get this hatchery out of play, as I do not want him to get any economic advantage. I'm still out-mining him at this stage in the game though. Hatchery already down to 423. Roach is trying to come into position, trying to focus down that Marauder, but that Marauder able to deal so much damage, and those Marines just rounding out the rest of that attack force. Hatchery down to 200 hit points. Gonna get taken down very easily. Down it goes, and out comes those broodlings. Broodlings finishing off the rest of those poor Marines. I'm trying to run my units away so that at least they're not killed, and down goes those broodlings. Drones now making it back into the base. Roach is trying to come back in as I get a larger army of Marauders. Taking a look, I am building a Thor. The Thor is a perfect counter to Zerg tier 2. The Thor, with that very, very long air-to-air range, deals an impressive 64 damage towards the Mutalisks. Secondly, the Thor also deals 45 times 2 normal damage against ground targets. So that is perfect for the Thor to be able to single shot any Hydralisk. In comes a couple of Marauders and Marines, going to try to start focusing down, but already in comes some Hydralisk, going to focus down one of those Roaches, going to try to focus down more, but I quickly realize that my Thor is moving very, very slowly, so Roach is once again trying to pull back away. I do have this Thor. Thor is getting in position. I'm building a secondary Thor as well, moving around with this starport, going to grab a tech lab, dropping a reactor core on this barracks tech lab in order to get any additional Ravens, just in case he does try to start teching Burrow. So that single Thor walking in with those Marauders, and this is going to be a very, very unfair fight. One Roach getting killed, another Roach getting killed, and now in comes this Thor, and that Thor just able to deal so much damage. Now starting to take down this Overlord. Overlord getting shot down so quickly, and now taking down this hatchery, dealing so much damage towards that hatchery. A very, very small army here. A fairly small army, a couple of broodlings, and that is it. But here, that single Thor able to deal so much damage. Now trying to come up to this high ground, and you see the Thor able to just single shot and pretty much destroy these Hydralisks so easily. Hydralisk now trying to shoot down this Thor, but that Thor with that range of 7 able to deal a lot of damage. And now in comes a secondary Thor, so 2 Thors now coming in with a couple of Marauders, trying to slow down the whole entire production. And trying to take down that layer under the focus fire of that 250 millimeter strike cannon, taking down the Hydralisk so easily. And this is going to be GG, as 2 Thors just able to walk into this space and take down so many of these units. Roach is now coming in, trying to get a surround on that Thor. Thor down to 239 hit points as they continue to fight. One Thor trying to run back away, able to focus down more of those units. Drones now trying to come in. I should have started just attacking. One drone's getting taken down very easily. One Thor getting stuck for a little bit, but still gonna get taken down by drones. So drones, I guess, a decent counter towards Thors, but not really, as that Thor is gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed this replay here on Metalopolis with a quick Thor tech to try to counteract Zerg as what this mech army, very, very powerful against Hydralisk and also Mutalisks. Thanks for watching.